Go-to-market has a bunch of fundamentals. It's quite a lot of work. You really need to understand who your ideal customers are, what their pain is, where do they want to go to. Imagine they are standing on one edge of a gorge, they want to get to the other side, and there's a whole gorge in between. And you're building a bridge that will help them from one side to the other. So really trying to understand what's happening in their customer's world. Value proposition is, that's the promise that you make, saying, I'm going to build you a bridge that will take you from A to B, how you'll transport them, how long will it take, what demons they'll avoid underneath. That's the value proposition. And then you have your positioning and messaging. How do you package all of that, and how do you communicate it so they get that clearly? There's a bit more, which is the growth model, which is how does the customer gain that value? So how do they find you? How do they join your app or platform or whatever that is? And then how do they eventually pay, become a retained customer, and then they achieve that value, then they'll bring more people. So that's the growth model. You need to have a clear idea of the growth model. And then comes your metrics and measurement, which is how do you know when you're successful, or what are you headed towards, so you can then build everything else around it. And how will you measure that success as well? So it's like Google Analytics or Mixpanel. What metric system are you using? How will you gain that data, and how will you know when you succeed? And then comes your GTM channels. So that's your marketing and sales channels. And also the final bit is experimentation. So you then go and start experimenting with what you can afford, and where you can place your best bets. And then you need your feedback loops to go back to